This is the independent practice for 7.3. Hopefully you've had a chance to do 1 through 13. We'll go over them. I'm going to go over this pretty quick. We have some equations and they have subtraction. So if you do the inverse operation, you're going to do addition. So let's look at the first one. C minus 1 equals 8. I'm going to circle the variable. That's what I want all by itself. So if I need to get rid of this minus 1, I'm going to add 1 to that side, and I have to add 1 to that side. So C, those cancel, equals 8 plus 1 is 9. Now I'm going to put it in. 9 minus 1 equals 8. 8 equals 8. It's good to go. Okay? Let's do number 2. I want to get that variable all by itself. The way I get rid of minus 7 is I add 7, and I do that to both sides. T, those cancel, equals 9. Now I'm going to check it. 9 minus 7 equals 2. That's 2, that's 2. We are good. Okay, let's go to number 3. We have 1 equals G minus 3. I want this G all by itself. I get rid of this minus 3 by adding 3. And I have to add 3 to each side. So 4 equals G, and those cancel. Okay? Now I'm going to try it. 1 equals G, we said is 4 minus 3. That is 1, and that equals 1. Yep. Okay. Number 4. We have A minus 2.1 equals 5.8. I want to get this A all by itself. So I have minus 2.1. I'm going to do the inverse. I'm going to add 2.1, and I have to add that to each side. So it gets A equals, adding this is 9.7. Okay, A equals 7.9. Let's try that. 7.9 minus 2.1 equals 5.8. 5.8. And if I do 7.9 minus 2.1, it's going to get me 5.8, which is what I need. So A equals 7.9. All right, let's do 5. I want to get this A. I have minus 1.1, so I have to add 1.1. And if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. I get A equals, those cancel. And this is 4, put my decimal, 3. I think it's 3.4. Let's put it in. 3.4 minus 1.1 equals 2.3. Let's see if that's true. 4 minus 1 is 3, decimal point, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2.3. So that is accurate. Okay. Let's see here. We have 4.6 equals E minus 3.12. I want to get this E all by itself. I have minus 3.12, so I have to add 3.12. And I have to do the same thing to each side. If one side goes up, the other side goes up by the same amount. They're still equal then. So I add these, I get 8, add my decimal, 7, equals E, and these cancel each other out. Now I'm going to put it in. 4.6 equals E, we said was 7.8 minus 3.2. Let's come over here. 7.8 minus 3.2. That gets me 6. Decimal falls down. 4. 4.6, which is the same as that. So we are good. Good to go. Okay, I got a couple story problems here. Number 7. Pete is 15 years old. This is 6 years younger than his sister Victoria. Okay, so Victoria, we know Pete equals 15 years old, and Victoria is 6 years less than Pete. So Victoria equals 6 minus or no, P minus 6. Victoria equals Pete's age minus 6. You know what, that's wrong too. Let me start over here. Okay? These are confusing, so sometimes we have to take our time. We have Pete is 15 years old. This is 6 years younger than his sister Victoria. So, Victoria, we'll say, is V. And then if we take away 6 years, then we'll get to 15. Okay? So you could say Victoria is 6 years older. Okay? Pete is 15. But I'm going to do Victoria minus 6 years equals Pete's age. Now, I want to get to see what Victoria age is, so I want to get this V all by itself. I have minus 6. I have to add 6 to each side. That's 21, and that's V. So Victoria is 21 years old. Now, let's see if that makes sense. Pete is 15. This is 6 years younger than Victoria. So if Victoria is 21, let's take 6 away, which is 15, which is Pete's age. So it works. Okay. Number 8. A CD costs $14.95. This is $7.55 less than the cost of a DVD. Okay. So I take my DVD, the cost of my DVD, and I take away 7.55. It's going to get me the cost of a CD, which is $14.95. Alright, and for this, instead of DVD, I'm going to put it into one variable called D. So a DVD, D, minus 7.55 equals the cost of a CD. Now, let's find the cost of this DVD. We want to find out what D equals. So, I have minus 755. I'm going to add 755. I'm going to add it to each side. You can use your calculator when you do some of these. Bring down my D. Those cancel. Equal 5 plus 5 is 10. Go like that. 9 is 10 plus 5 is 15. Like that. Decimal falls down. 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 7 is 12. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. So, $22.50 equals the cost of a DVD. Okay. Let's look at number 9. If B minus 10 equals 5, what is the value of B plus 6? Okay. Let's figure out what B is here. Okay, this is just an expression, but we don't know what B is. We can figure out what B is here because we have an equation. I want to get this all alone. I have minus 10, so I have to add 10 to each side. B equals, because these cancel each other, 5 plus 10 is 15. So B is 15. Now I can change the 15. The B is going to get equal 15. 15 plus 6 equals 21. So my answer is 21. All right. Let's do number 10. We have subtraction with fractions. So I want to get this M all by itself. So minus 1/3 is plus 1/3. And I plus 1/3 to each side. M, these cancel, equals 2/3 plus 1/3. They have the same denominator, which is great. So the 3 comes across. 1 plus 1, or 2 plus 1 is 3. So M equals 3/3, which is the same as 1. But if I put it in there like that, 3/3 over 3 minus 1/3, does that equal 2/3? It sure does. So m equals 3 over 3 or 1, which is the same thing. Okay? This one, I want to find what n is all by itself. I'm going to add a fourth to each side. Add a fourth. So I get n equals, those cancel each other out, 3/4 plus 1/4. Same denominator, so it's 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 over 4, which is 1 again. Okay? Now let's try that. 4 over 4 minus 1/4 equals 3/4. And that is accurate. So it is 1. Alright, let's do this one. I want to get this s all by itself. So minus 1/3. So I'm going to add 1/3 to each side. Do the inverse operation. And that brings s down. Those cancel. Equals 7/9 plus 1/3. Now, I got to get the common denominator. So I know 9 will work for both. 7/9 plus, to get from here to here is times 3. So I have to times 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, so now I can just add them. 7 plus 3 is 10 over 9. Now that's an improper fraction. So how many times does 9 go into 10? 1 time with 1 left over. Okay? It's 1 and 1/9 is my answer. But I'm going to check it. 10 over 9 minus 1/3 equals 7/9. Let's see if this is correct. I need to change this one here to be something 9. So 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, so now we have 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 over 9 is 9. And it works. Yay. Okay. Last one, number 13. Alejandra spent her birthday money on a video game that cost $24, a controller for $13, and a memory card for $16. The total tax was $3. Write and solve an equation to find out how much money Alejandra gave the cashier if she received $4 in change. Okay, so I want to figure out, so the video game was 24, the controller was 13, memory card was 16, and we got to add $3 for tax. So let's add all these up. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 6 is 13, plus 3 more is 16. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 56. Okay, so everything she spent was $56. $56. And she got $4 in change. So if it costs 56, she's going to start with her total cost equals X. X equals total cost. No, X is what she paid for it. She maybe she gave $100, maybe she gave $80. We don't know what she gave, but she gave 80, or she gave X. You take away the cost, 56, and it says she got 4 in return. So we got to figure out this X, which stands for how much money she gave the cashier. Now, I want to get this all by itself. At minus 56, so plus 56 plus 56. X equals, those erase each other, and 56 plus 4 is 60. Which makes sense, because if she gave the cashier $60 and it cost 56, so you take away the 56, and now she has $4 in change. So how much did she give the cashier? $60. Okay. Keep working on these and try the extra practice, come see me if you have any questions.